So hope children you have understood the fixed cost. Now coming to the variable cost. Cost means the expenditure which are incurred on the variable factors. That means variable cost are those costs which are incurred on variable factors. Children, variable factors here I can take the example of a labor. Labor is the variable factor. Clear? That means wages paid to the labor is a variable cost in the short run. Now with the help of an example, let me make you more clear. Suppose a producer wants to increase the output. So what he requires more units of labor in his production unit. So his expenditure on wages will also increase. That means what? If you want to increase the output from 1, 2, 3, 4, that means cost will also increase from 10 to 20, 30, likewise my cost will also increase. Clear children? So that means if producer wants to increase the output, expenditure on wages will also increase, and if he wants to reduce the output, that means expenditure on wages will also reduce. So this is the thing. Variable cost vary with the level of output. Vary means the changes. That means it changes with the change in output. If you increase the output, your cost will also increase. If you reduce the output, your cost will also reduce. So it varies in nature. Variable cost varies in nature. They do not remain fixed. Like fixed costs remain fixed, but variable cost does not remain fixed. They varies in nature. So it is also called prime cost or direct cost. It is also known by this name. When output is zero, the cost is also zero. Suppose there is no production, so my cost will also be zero. If the production starts from 0 to 1 unit to 2 unit, my cost will also start increasing. So likewise, when output is 0, when there is no production or less production or more, my cost will depend on the output. When output is 0, my cost is also 0. When my output is more, my cost is more. When output is less, my cost is also less. Hope you have understood children. So what I mean to say is here that variable costs are those costs which vary with the, that means changes. Vary means the changes. So which changes with the change in the quantity of output. This is the variable cost, and labor is the variable factor. That means wages paid to the labor is the variable cost here. Cost means the kharcha which is paid by the producer. Clear? So please note it down. So children, now you see here I have taken one table. With the help of the table I will make you more clear. See, in this table you can see units of output I have taken, and this is the variable cost. In this table you can see that when output is 0, that means there is no production, my cost is also 0. Clear? When output increases, my cost is also increasing. See, from 0 to 10, 18, 24, like my cost is also increasing. When output is 1, variable cost is 10. When output is 2 unit, my cost is 18, and so on. So what I can see, if I plot this table in this figure, so I will get my variable cost. See, in the 0 output, 0 cost. When 1 unit of output is produced, my cost was 10. Clear? When 2 units, 18. When 3 units, 24. When 4, it's 28. Likewise, I'm doing 5 units. See, sorry. When 1 unit, it is 10. When 2 unit, it is 18. So here it will come. 3 units, 24. 4 unit, 28. 5 units, 32. 6, 38. See. So if I join these points, you will see that first so what you can see in this figure, in the above diagram you can see that output I have taken on the x-axis, and this is the variable cost I have taken on the y-axis. Now if I join these points, I'll get the variable cost. Clear? So which is, you can see that it is an upward sloping curve. It is an upward sloping curve which indicates that as you increase the number of units of output, your cost is also increasing. So this figure indicates that variable cost signifies that as you increase the output, my variable cost also increases. Clear? Now, please, when this table, you have to write it in the exam, and also side by side diagram also you have to draw it. Again, I am showing you one diagram so that it can make you more clear. So children, now see, that diagram, what I have told you, this diagram, this is also correct, variable cost, and this diagram is also correct. So both of the diagrams are correct. Now there is a question behind this diagram, is that many times question has been asked that why TVC curve is inverted S shape. That means why it is inverted S shape. The answer is, children, see, it is inverted S shape like this way. So answer is that, children, TVC is inverted S shape because, why it is inverted S shape? You tell me that it is inverted S shape. So it is inverted S shape because TVC curve is when you increase the output, TVC increases at a diminishing rate and then it increases at a increasing rate. So again I am saying, please note it down, why TVC curve is inverted S shape. TVC curve is inverted S shape because with increase in output, total variable cost increases at a diminishing rate, and then with an increase in output, total variable cost increases at an increasing rate. Clear? Increases at an increasing rate. So this is the answer. Now second question, children, it has been asked, why TVC first increases at a diminishing rate and then it increases at an increasing rate. If you remember the law of variable proportion, so answer is that TVC increases at a diminishing rate and then it increases at an increasing rate due to law of variable proportion. There we have learned the three stages: increasing return, diminishing return, and negative return. So if you have understand that three stages, then it is very easy to understand this also. So TVC increases first at a diminishing rate and then it increases at an increasing rate. Now you have understood why TVC curve is inverted S shape, children, because when output is increasing, my TVC is increasing first at a diminishing rate and then it increasing at a increasing rate. Clear, children? Now why TVC first increases? The second question is why TVC is increasing at a diminishing rate and then increasing at an increasing rate. See, children, due to law of variable proportion. Due to law of variable proportion. Now let us understand more clearly. Suppose I have taken here wage per worker, average product, and labor cost per unit. If you remember, children, in law of variable proportion, there I told that as the average product rises, my labor cost per unit becomes cheaper and efficient. That means my labor cost per unit is falling down as my average product rises. Now again I am telling, so see what happens. Suppose I paid 100 rupees to one worker and he is producing 5 units. So the labor cost per unit, that means per unit means for one I am talking about. So labor cost per unit is 20 unit, is not it? That means labor cost for producing 5 unit is 20 unit. Now suppose again I paid 100 rupees to a worker. He produces 25 units. That means labor cost per unit for producing 25 unit is 4 unit. So what I can see here is that as my average product is increasing, see my average product was 5. When one labor came, I paid 100 rupees. He produces 5 units and my labor cost per unit is 20. Now again I paid 100 rupees to the worker and I asked him to produce 10 units. My labor cost was 10. Again I paid 100 rupees. My average product increases from 10 to 20 and my labor cost falls from 10 to 5. So what I mean to say here is that as my average product is increasing, my labor cost per unit is falling down. So this you remember, children. So what I can see here is that that my labor becomes cheaper and efficient and my cost of production is also falling down. That means labor cost per unit is reducing. Clear, children? Now you see this coming to this table. No need to write this, only for understanding I have made it clear to you. Now This is one table. From the help of the table, we will understand and calculate total variable cost. See here, I have taken output produce, labor cost per unit, and this is the total variable cost or total labor cost. You can calculate it. Clear, children? See, now suppose to produce 1 unit of output, my labor cost per unit is 20. Clear? To produce second unit of output, my labor cost is 10. And so on up to the 5th unit, you see my labor cost was per unit was 2. Clear? So what I can see here, that as my output is increasing, my labor cost is falling. That means my labor becomes cheaper. I told when I am increasing the output, that means average product is increasing, my labor becomes cheaper and efficient here. That means as I am increasing my output, my labor cost is falling down, my labor becomes cheaper. Why? Due to rising of AP. So as we know that when AP rises, labor becomes cheaper and efficient. It is clear up to this. Now see in the second stage, that means after the 5th stage, you see my labor becomes expensive. That means see labor cost per unit is now increasing. So labor becomes expensive. Clear, children? Up to the 5th unit, my labor was cheaper and efficient due to rising of AP. Now this time after the 5th unit, my labor cost per unit is rising. Clear? That means AP is falling. That means what? Clear, children? Now what happens in the second stage? Labor becomes expensive after the 5th unit. Now we will calculate total variable cost. This is the total variable cost we will calculate. When, see in the first stage, when labor becomes cheaper due to rising of AP, my total variable cost first increases, but increases at a diminishing rate. That means you see up to 5th unit, you see my labor cost increasing but increasing at a diminishing rate. That means what? I am adding less and less cost in total. See how we are calculating total variable cost. See, second unit of output, you see 20 plus 10 is 30. 30 plus 7 is 37. 37 plus 4 is 41. See, 30 plus 7 is 41. Then 41 plus 2 is 43. So what I can see here is that less and less cost is incurred. Less and less cost is incurred for every additional unit of output. We say that first increases at a diminishing rate. TVC increases at a diminishing rate. See, so my question is why it increases at a diminishing rate. First you see that in the first stage, due to rising of the AP, I told that here my AP rises, my labor cost is falling. So due to rising of AP, my total variable cost increases at a diminishing rate. Clear? That means now labor becomes cheaper. Labor cost is cheaper now. So labor becomes cheaper. So what happens? We are adding less and less cost in total. That means first, to produce one output, I gave 20 rupees per unit to the labor. Then I gave 10 rupees. As I am increasing my output, I am paying less and less. That means less and less cost is incurred for every additional unit of output. So first I was adding 10. In 20, it becomes 30. Then I added less. After 10, it is 7. So 30 plus 7 is 37. Again, I added 4. That means I am adding less. First I was adding 20, then 20 plus 10 is 30, then 30 plus 7 is 37, is not it? So what I can see that first I am adding less and less cost for every additional unit of output. So that's why my TVC first increases at a diminishing rate. Now due to rising of AP. Is it clear? So in the first stage I can say that AP rises, and when AP rises my TVC increases at a diminishing rate due to which is flat. So it is TVC increases at a diminishing rate. So first it is flat. Clear up to this point? Now what happens after the first stage? You see in the second stage, with the increase in the output in the 6th unit, you see labor cost increases. That means my AP is what? My AP falls. So my labor is expensive. Now my AP is falling down. So labor is expensive. Now see after 2, my labor cost per unit is rising. So what happens? That means I am adding more and more to the total. That means first I was adding less in total. My cost was less. I was incurring less cost for every additional unit of output. Now I am adding more in the total. That means for every additional unit of output, see 43 plus 6 is 49. 49 plus 10 is 59. So likewise, my cost is increasing. So what I can see in the second stage, as labor becomes expensive, my AP falls. Is not it? So TVC increases at an increasing rate and we are adding more in the total. So now it increases at a increasing rate. Why it increases at an increasing rate? Because now labor is expensive and we are adding more in the total. That's why TVC increases at an increasing rate. Clear children, this point up to this? So I have given the answer of all of it. Why TVC curve is inverted that shape? As output increases, my TVC first increases at a diminishing rate and it increases after that increasing rate. Clear? Why TVC is increasing at a diminishing rate first and then an increasing rate? Because in the first stage labor becomes cheaper and we are adding less and less in total for every additional unit of output. After that my labor becomes expensive, AP rises and AP falls down, and after that what happens? Where my labor becomes expensive and we are adding more and more in total. So this I told you. What I mean to say is the first increasing at a diminishing rate and then increasing at a increasing rate.